This is how it happened. This is how Batman died. It began 9 months ago with the Joker's cremation. I pressed the button myself, burned that evil bastard to ashes. And then we waited. Gotham braced itself for the inevitable power struggle, but it didn't come. Crime actually fell. But deep down, I knew a war was coming. I was just waiting for someone to pull the trigger. We were all waiting. It started subtly. A quiet dinner in a diner, shattered by a single man smoking in the corner. Then the nightmare began. People, regular people enjoying their meals, were suddenly tearing each other apart in a savage, nightmarish attack. And through the chaos, a voice, cold and rasping, promised this was just a demonstration, a taste of the terror to come. Scarecrow's threat worked. Yesterday, there were over 6 million people in Gotham City. Today, not so many. The only souls left on the rain-slicked streets were the sort that enjoyed the chaos. Gotham's finest scum, criminals, and worse. There weren't enough good people left to stop them. It took just 24 hours for us to lose control. And so, on this endless rain-lashed night, Gotham was relying on one man to save us all. I saw him, you know, the Batman, a shadow against the neon and the fire. He moved through the city like a wrath, dealing with Scarecrow's new army, a militia led by a mysterious figure who called himself the Arkham Knight. This night, he knew Batman, knew his tactics, his moves. He had a grudge and an army to back it up. Batman uncovered horrible things that night. A serial killer, mutilating victims and leaving them posed. His old enemies, like the Penguin and Two-Face, were taking advantage of the chaos, robbing banks and flooding the streets with weapons. And the Riddler, he was worse than ever, trapping Catwoman and forcing Batman through his deranged, death-defying obstacle courses. But the heart of the horror was always Scarecrow. He'd built a bomb, a cloudburst device designed to engulf the entire eastern seaboard in his fear toxin. He'd taken over Ace Chemicals, and despite Batman's best efforts, he managed to activate it. A cloud of pure terror began to choke the city. We thought it was over, but Batman, he had an ace in the hole, Poison Ivy. In a final selfless act, she used the life force of every plant in Gotham to purify the toxin. She sacrificed herself, and the city could breathe again. But the cost was immense. And through it all, a ghost haunted Batman. The Joker, not in the flesh, but in his mind. A hallucination, a disease festering in his blood from their last encounter. This phantom Joker taunted him, mocked his failures, tried to twist him, to break him from the inside. He showed him visions of Barbara Gordon, Jim's daughter, dead by her own hand after Scarecrow tortured her with fear. He showed him Jason Todd, the second Robin, who we all thought was dead, but wasn't. He'd been broken by the Joker, tortured for a year, and had returned as the vengeful Arkham Knight. The Knight's hatred was personal. He was Jason, and he wanted Batman to suffer for abandoning him. The final act played out at the movie studios. Harley Quinn, still loyal to her puddin', tried to free a new generation of Jokers Batman had in quarantine. It was a madhouse. And in the chaos, Scarecrow struck, capturing Commissioner Gordon and Robin. He gave Batman an ultimatum: surrender yourself, unmask to the world, or your friends die. And he did it. We all saw it. On live television, surrounded by Scarecrow's militia, Bruce Wayne took off the cowl. The world saw that the myth, the legend, the Dark Knight was just a man named Bruce Wayne. Scarecrow thought he had won. He thought by revealing the man, he had killed the symbol. He gassed Bruce with a concentrated dose of his toxin, expecting to find him a broken, fearful wreck. But he found nothing. No fear. Because Bruce had faced his deepest demon. In his mind, he confronted the Joker one last time, and with a final powerful declaration, "I am vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman." He locked the ghost of the Joker away forever. He was free. He broke free, rescued his friends, and stopped Scarecrow for good. But it was the end. He knew it. We all knew it. With his identity exposed, he could no longer protect the people he loved. To keep them safe, the Batman had to die. I was there at the gate of Wayne Manor. The press swarmed, shouting questions. He drove through them, silent, and went inside. And then it happened. A blast. A fireball that lit up the night. Wayne Manor, the birthplace of Batman, was consumed in flames. There was an inquest, of course. Hundreds of suspects. Who killed Bruce Wayne? I guess we'll never know for sure. So, what's next? A friend of his once told me that criminals are a cowardly and superstitious lot, that the only way to beat them was to give them something to be scared of. I understand now. As his world grew darker, so did ours. When his war ended, our lives could begin again. He set us free to live, to love. He's gone, but the question hangs in the Gotham air, heavy as the rain. Who will protect us now that the Batman is dead?